Okay, now I have to knock out a knockout on the back side of this box. But before I do that, I want to measure this because I don't want to start getting the wires in here and finding out this box is not going to fit. So I can dry fit it in there. And okay, it looks like it'll fit. If you can't dry fit it in there, you can always measure the back side of this and then figure out what you're going to do. I've got a few little nibs here. I'm going to clean this off a little bit with my sheetrock knife, clean it up a little before I put this box in. Okay, my next step is when this flaps up, I want to double check this and make sure I have enough clearance here before I put this in the box. Because if I don't have enough clearance and I go to try to tighten this screw in, this flap here might only go up a little bit, and I'm thinking I'm behind the sheetrock, and maybe I'm not because I didn't have enough room there first. Okay, so take your tape measure and measure that. I got like 3/4 of an inch. I've looked at the sheetrock, it's a 1/2 inch. And so I'm fine with that one. Measure the bottom one, 3/4, that's fine. Okay, I know this box is all set up. Okay, I've knocked out the hole on the top of the box. Make sure you look and see what you're doing. You want these wires a straight route, how they were before, so make sure you knock out the right one. And now we're ready to put this in. We've got to get these wires out of here, and we've got to slide them through this hole. So we've got to straighten out these wires first. Okay, pull them out like that and straighten them out and get them ready. Okay, I've got them lined up. Make sure these wires are stacked right on top of each other and they're not overlapped the wrong way. You want to keep those as tight as you can. Okay, I've got these out straight. I've got the ground wires were cut back short. And I'm ready to put this in. So I'll slide that in there like that. I'm just going to take my time, little bit, little bit, little bit, push that in there, and look at that. I'm getting close now. I'm getting close. Okay, before I tighten this up, it's fitting, but I got to make sure I'm real careful, because if I have this pushed up all the way, this bottom is hardly touching at all. So I want to split the difference on here. That was the existing hole. I didn't cut it any. And my flange isn't very big, but it should be enough. See how I got a little bit of room to move it up or down? I want to split the difference at the bottom and at the top. So I got a little bit coverage on both of them. Okay? Now I'm going to tighten this up, and just a little bit at a time. Don't take a battery operated drill and ram this thing up there. You want to do it by feel. As I turn this the first time to the right, you just have to visualize that flap flopping up, and it stays straight up, and now it's being sucked towards the wall. I don't want to make it snug yet. I want to get the bottom going too. And before I get it snug, I'm going to check this up and down. I want it pretty straight. I want to split the difference. You remember that plug cover is barely going to cover. So if I push it all the way over to the right, it might not cover on the left. If I push it all the way over to the left, it might not cover on the right. Okay, so you got to sort of split the difference there and check your up and down. Looks like it's going to go about there. Now these are only plastic little flanges, so I can only tighten this snug. I don't want to over tighten it. I don't want to bend that in, break it off. Okay, I got that one just snug. I'm going to make this one just snug. Let's see, this flap looks like it could go down a little, so I'm gonna loosen that up and pull this down just a hair. Okay, about there. That'll give me a little bit more. I'm only making this snug. I don't have to get it so tight that it's gonna push in too far. This is only a plastic box, okay? These flanges, the paddles on the back side are going in. So now you just want to make it snug and a little bit tight. Not too tight though, okay? I'm gonna try this box bottom here. That's good. Look at that. That's nice and tight. Okay? Look at that. You've done it.